COVID-19 is an outbreak that starts in Wuhan, China. On January 25th, 2020, the first case of COVID-19 is recorded in our country, in Malaysia. The World Health Organization, WHO, has declared COVID-19 as a pandemic. A pandemic happens when an infectious disease spreads to multiple countries. COVID-19 is very lethal and it took a lot of people's life. It also affects on our social lives as well. This year is the year where we start practicing new norms. There are limitations in visiting our friends and families for Hari Raya. We are only allowed to celebrate Raya on the first day of Hari Raya. There are limits to 20 people in a house. There is a rule where we cannot travel from state to state, so we are only allowed to visit our relatives that lives nearby. For families that live in different states, the way how we communicate with them is through video calls, through Google Meet, or maybe Zoom. This is done to avoid mass gathering and also lower the risk of vulnerable people such as our grandparents, our newborn cousins from getting this disease. Hari Raya means getting a lot of duit raya, right? So for this year, to adapt to this new norm, there are no more physical duit raya like this. In this year, we use online banking to give duit raya to our friends and families, so there are less hand-and-hand contacts between us. Okay, so the next one is, we're going to talk about the effects of COVID-19 towards wedding. The usual wedding in Malaysia will have a reception ceremony where everyone gathers to celebrate the newlyweds. However, after the pandemic arrives in Malaysia, there are no more receptions and there are no more feasts among family members for wedding. So, to adapt with this new norm, we don't have any more reception and only have solemnization that is carried out online. From what we see in the news, the bride and the groom will be solemnized visually, because if it's carried out in masjid, there will be family members and also the ones who is in charge with the solemnization, such as the juru nikah. I think that this virtual solemnization makes the wedding unique. This virtual solemnization will prevent us from creating mass gatherings. Besides that, this visual marriage allows the newlyweds to save money, because they don't have to spend that much to book a place for their wedding reception. The solemnization ceremony will only be attended by close family and close relatives. So, for the friends of these newlyweds can witness the marriage through live platforms such as Instagram Live, Facebook Live. So, this is actually a good way to make use of social media. That is all from me today. COVID-19 heavily affects our Raya celebration and also weddings for the newlyweds. So, COVID-19 really changes our life in social aspect. As responsible Malaysian, we must adapt to this new norm quickly, and also we must follow the SOP provided by the Ministry of Health and also the government in order to prevent the virus from spreading further. So my advice to everyone is, we must stay at home, only go out when it's necessary, and also wear face masks and always sanitize and wash your hand properly. We also need to practice social distancing until everything is okay and back to normal. That is all from me. Thank you.